where the soul forgets its memories after death, secrets of the reborn, the lost, and the wandering. We often think of death as the final chapter, the end of a sad story. But what if death is not the end, but merely a comma in a much longer journey? What if the soul, the true essence of who we are, continues, shedding memories and attachments, to begin a completely new life? This profound question has intrigued humanity for millennia. Across cultures, religions, and philosophies, the idea of reincarnation reveals an endless cycle where life and death intertwine. Yet beneath this cycle lies a mysterious and subtle process where the soul must let go, forget the past, and prepare for a new beginning. In Tibetan Buddhism, this transitional state is called Bardo, the intermediate realm between death and rebirth. It is where consciousness exists without a physical body, navigating realms shaped by past actions, emotions, and attachments. But why must the soul forget? Why must memories be wiped clean, like erasing a slate before writing a new story? And what happens to those souls trapped in this threshold, unable to move forward? Today, we will delve into these questions. We will explore ancient Buddhist teachings about the Bardo and the rebirth process, share stories of souls stuck between worlds, and understand the spiritual connections between the living and the dead. We will also bring insights from modern science, neuroscience, quantum physics, and consciousness studies, to illuminate how these spiritual concepts resonate with our understanding of the mind and reality. Most importantly, we will reflect on what all this means for us, how we can live with deeper awareness, compassion, and freedom for ourselves and those who have passed. Join me on a profound journey through the soul's path, the mystery of forgetting, and the remarkable power of new beginnings. Part 1: The Soul and the Bardo, the journey between two worlds. After the physical body dies, the soul does not immediately leave our world. Instead, it enters a transitional stage called the Bardo, lasting 49 days, where consciousness exists between death and the next life. What is the Bardo? Bardo is not a fixed place, but a state of experience for the soul after death. At this time, consciousness is no longer bound to a physical body, but has not yet entered a new one. During this period, the soul perceives many phenomena formed by karma, the accumulated actions from its previous life. You can think of the Bardo as a gateway between two worlds, not quite the physical world we know, nor fully the next life. It is an extremely sensitive phase, when the soul is vulnerable to emotions, memories, fears, and unfulfilled desires. In Chinese and East Asian folklore, after death, the soul must go through a challenging spiritual journey before reincarnation. This journey begins at the gate of hell, Gui Mengguan, where the soul is judged for its actions and karma throughout its life. Then comes a road called the Yellow Springs Road, which is lined with a beautiful red flower, the spider lily. This road takes a long time to travel, at the end of which, it leads to the legendary Naihe Bridge, over the dark and cold Wangchuan River. Naihe Bridge is a long and narrow stone bridge, marking the last path before the soul enters the next life. On the other side is the Wangxiang Terrace, which looks at the human world one last time, before drinking the Menpo soup, a special soup that erases all memories from the previous life, allowing the soul to free itself from suffering, hatred, and clinging emotions, preparing for a new life in the cycle of reincarnation. Here, the soul meets Mengpo, the goddess who gives it the soup. If the soul refuses to drink it, it cannot reincarnate and must suffer, trapped on the riverbank, wandering in endless torment. The legends of the Naihe Bridge and Mengpo soup are not just mystical stories, but contain deep philosophical meaning about letting go in Buddhism and East Asian beliefs. Letting go of old memories helps the soul begin anew, free from past attachments, embodying the principles of impermanence and no self, foundational teachings in Buddhism. It also reminds us to live ethically and accumulate merit, as karma shapes the circumstances of future lives. Drinking the forgetfulness soup is not only spiritual cleansing, but also an opportunity for freedom and liberation, enabling the soul to grow and awaken. Many near-death experiences report sensations of crossing a bridge or passing over a river, symbolizing the transition between life and death, echoing the imagery of the Naihe bridge in East Asian tradition. This suggests that spiritual symbols may reflect profound, subconscious experiences. Part 2, Rebirth, and the erasure of memory, a new beginning in life's cycle. After the Bardo phase, the soul begins the process of reincarnation, returning to the physical world in a new body. However, according to Buddhist teachings, not all souls are reborn as humans, only those with special karma and good fortune have the opportunity to be born into the human realm. Considered one of the most precious realms, because it is conducive to spiritual progress. Here, soul can be understood as a stream of consciousness, or life energy continuously flowing through lifetimes, rather than a fixed and eternal self. An important point to note is that when starting a new life, the soul does not carry clear or detailed memories from previous lives. This forgetting is essential in the cycle of rebirth, ensuring each life begins with relative freedom, unbound by the past. Thus, the soul can focus on experiencing, learning, and generating new karmas suitable to its present conditions, progressing on the path to enlightenment. Part 3, Why must the soul forget past lives? In Buddhism, there is a crucial concept called anatta, meaning there is no permanent self, or eternal soul existing across lifetimes. Instead, our existence is understood as a continuous flow of consciousness. Personal memories, closely tied to the sense of I or self, cannot be perfectly preserved from one life to the next. When one life ends, those memories are not transferred intact to the next. The soul's forgetting of past life memories is essential, and carries important purposes. Breaking the cycle of suffering. If the soul retains memories of pain, hatred, or obsessions from past lives, it risks becoming trapped in endless cycles of suffering and attachment. Forgetting opens the way for a fresh start, allowing the mind to be free and receptive to new lessons. Allowing new karma to develop. Each life is a separate karma cycle. Holding on to old memories hinders the soul's development along new karmic paths, disrupting its growth and maturation in the present life. Maintaining the natural flow of reincarnation. Forgetting memories preserves the continuity of consciousness without contradiction or interruption during transitions between lives. Not all souls easily pass through the Bardo phase to be reborn. Some souls become trapped, unable to release memories and attachments, becoming wandering ghosts, lost in pain and spiritual chaos. Reasons for soul entrapment. Heavy negative karma. Evil and harmful deeds create strong karmic bonds that imprison the soul in a cycle of suffering and prevent escape from reincarnation. Strong emotional ties. Deep love, hatred, or unfulfilled desires hold the soul back, blocking its progress and liberation from the intermediate state. Lack of support from the living. Rituals such as prayers, offerings, and chanting by relatives and communities play vital roles in helping the soul let go and continue its journey. Without this support, the soul can remain trapped longer and unable to transcend. Traditional accounts, and modern studies, have recorded cases of wandering spirits, stuck due to sudden or tragic deaths, where souls could not accept death, or carried intense resentment, resulting in spiritual entrapment. Rituals, and spiritual support from the living, are crucial to help free these souls. From a scientific perspective, memories are stored as neural patterns, and biological activity in the brain. When the brain ceases functioning at death, physical memories cannot persist. This aligns with Buddhist views, that memories are not transferred between lives, because there is no fixed self. However, some modern consciousness and quantum physics researchers explore the possibility that consciousness may exist beyond the physical brain. Phenomena such as near-death experiences, children recalling past lives, and communication with spirits remain subjects of scientific investigation, though definitive conclusions have yet to be reached. A well-known study by Dr. Jim Tucker at the University of Virginia documented thousands of children recalling verifiable details of past lives. While memories are not wholly preserved, residual spiritual energy or karmic traces might be transmitted. These cases raise fascinating questions about the nature of consciousness, karma transmission, and levels of awareness beyond the physical realm. Forgetting past life memories is not a loss, but a profound liberation. When the soul releases pain, hatred, and lingering limitations from the past, it opens space for freedom to begin anew. This precious opportunity allows the soul to develop, learn, and accumulate wisdom in its current life, moving closer to enlightenment and peace. Part 4, Buddhism and Science on Consciousness, where knowledge meets spirit. Consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Buddhism regards consciousness as the foundation of life and reincarnation, not confined to the physical body. It is a continuous flow moving through many lifetimes. Meanwhile, modern science increasingly studies consciousness, from neuroscience and psychology to quantum physics, aiming to understand its true nature and relationship with matter. Worldwide near-death experiences provide evidence that consciousness can separate from the physical body during critical moments, aligning closely with Buddhist views of the soul's journey through intermediate states before rebirth. Moreover, the quantum physics phenomenon of quantum entanglement shows that particles can instantaneously connect, regardless of distance, suggesting consciousness may also operate non-locally, beyond ordinary space and time, linking entities in ways traditional science cannot yet explain. This resonates with spiritual teachings about the interconnectedness of minds. Buddhism does not conflict with science, rather, it complements and expands our understanding of the unseen spiritual world. Buddhist teachings act as a bridge, inviting us not only to theorize, but to directly explore and experience profound realities beyond ordinary perception. Together, the meeting of science and spirituality offers a new path to deepen our understanding of life, consciousness, and the human journey in the cosmos. The journey of the soul is not merely a transition, but a subtle, meaningful, and opportunity-filled transformation. Forgetting past life memories is not loss, but a gateway to liberation, allowing the soul to renew, grow, and awaken. The sacred bond between the living and the departed never truly breaks. It endures in love, understanding, and sincere spiritual practice we share. Live with deep awareness of karma and responsibility in every action. So each step on life's path brings us closer to ultimate freedom, lasting peace, and the light of enlightenment. I invite you to take time for quiet reflection on this journey, on letting go, and rebirth in your own life. Meditation, or suitable spiritual practices, can help you deeply feel the connection between past and present, and nurture compassion for yourself and those around you.